Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, hi and welcome. Thank you for joining us. And this glare of mess here that I just put in front of y'all is my next project. Through my printing adventures this weekend, I've come across several kits that will have butterflies and stuff in them. So I also came across some pretty lace kits that I had that bought and not, you know, well, this one I bought this weekend. Some of these I did. It's called Bridal Lace, and it is a tone-on-tone, and it almost looks embroidered, but that was a sample page. I was just printing off to see what color best matched my kit. So now this lace, seamless bridal lace, it's 100 different colors. It came from the Digi Rainbow, and it's D-I-G-I Rainbow. So that's where I got that one from. Then I came across Miss Carolyn Muse. She had or Carolyn's Musings. She had a 39 page digital lace kit that had a few colors, but it's mainly has the brown, like the coffee dye, tea dye with the white on it. And then I had white lace papers. I came across that kit and bought it this weekend because, you know, I needed lace because my kit that I had was butterflies and lace. And this came from CLA 89 Degrees, the white lace. And then I came across a kit that was pastels, and it was with love and a large L. And so these kits I used in the making of this here. That's why I'm showing you those. So this kit is from Down Home Charm. It's Lace and Butterflies Journal Kit. So I said, I've got to make me a journal out of that. It's really, really pretty with, you know, all the different color lacy bits. And so the With Love with a capital L with the pastel lacy bits. This is what I printed on the back of the papers. And Carolyn Musings digital kit. I did like some in-between pages. And her kit was just called Digital Lace Papers. Carolyn Musings. That's her. Well, it's glared. I'm so sorry. You knucklehead. Take it out of the thing. I'm so sorry for the glare. I thought I was organized and stuff. And the reason why I have these in this folder is because they're going to stay on my laptop. And then this other kit, I did some in-between pages like Carolyn's here. And it was from the Digi Rainbow. So, and I got those just this weekend. So I said, you know, those would be perfect kits just to print off and have to, you know, as pages to go in between. Like, that's beautiful. And so I think that's going to match perfect, this, you know, with this. Yeah, I'm in view. I'm just checking to make sure I'm in view. But the back pieces were the With Love and a large L. And then here's some of those. That's the bridal lace. You see how it looks in it. And I literally looked at it. It's like, ooh, that looks embossed. And I was feeling of it. So I just printed that front and back. Love those. I think that's going to be so pretty in here. Now that I sat down to film, my dog's not said nothing, ain't done nothing, and now he's wanting to whine. So this came from Carolyn's kit. So I think those are going to match up well. And this, like I said, the back is the With Love, the large L kit, the pastelies. And then this is that bridal kit from Digi. And then that is just beautiful. I love that. So, but I think this is going to work. And that's going to be my center page. actually thinking maybe this one might need to be the center page. No, that butterfly will fold over. It'll be fine. But that's going to be my center page. So that's our kit. And that's where I got all the papers and stuff from. Now again, I'm going to make sure that we're clear on it. These papers here were Carolyn Musings. And then these were the embroidered looking ones were from the bridal lace kit that came from the Digi Rainbow, D-I-G-I Rainbow is where these came from. This is Carolyn's, and this is With Love and a large L. So that's why I was trying to show you those kits there. And it's just pastel rainbow lace backgrounds in one. So apparently she has a kit too. I didn't look. I just seen that and I was like, yep, that's perfect. You know, so. But yeah. Alrighty, so now that's the kit. And the kit name was Down Home Charm Lace and Butterflies. So we're going to put that together. And then I did a video the other day and showed that, and I hadn't printed on the back of it. And I showed the cover and all of my papers here. So this is just scrapbooking paper. It's really thick. And that one there I'm going to cut up and make tags out of it. Or pockets, I mean. And these here are printed on the back, just different colors of, this is like a really light blue. And this is like a kind of like a grayish blue. And then this is kind of like a green, just very, very light, just so it wouldn't be stark white. So those will be tags and stuff and journal cards. Now this has got a pearlescence on it. And it shows better on the white side. So if you see the pearlescence on this, well, it's also on this side. Now I got me a white envelope. So this is going to be the inside of my journal. So we're going to put that on the envelope. And this is some of the Dollar Tree wallpaper. I guess it goes this way. And it has like the metallic on it. And I'm like, yep, that's going to be it. And that's going to be my outside cover. So I got to adhere that to my journal cover. So I think that's what I'm going to do in today's video is get the journal cover together. And hopefully try to get our signature sewn in. So we will get that going here in just a minute. So I wanted to do all the showing you where I got everything and what I did. Now, I have some butterfly neutral tags. And they came from Citrus Journal. So, printed those off. So I think, you know, it's just one sheet. So I printed a couple of different copies just so I could have in my stash. So we'll cut up some of those and use those. And I printed just a darker tea dye on the back of all of those already. So we'll use those. And then I have some journal cards that came from My Porch Prints butterfly postcards. So we've got these that we can use as well. And then, you know, we have pockets and tags and stuff, and I've already got that printed with the darker tea stain on the back as well. All right, so now that's all of our bits and bobs. Now these all need to be cut up, so I'll need to cut those. Well, I wish we could just slam doors around here tonight. What is going on? All right, so now this wallpaper, I've made some covers and stuff out of it before. So I'm going to try my best to fold this here where it needs to go. sometimes I don't fold these envelopes exactly where it needs to be folded, and I fold it and I get it off. There, we'll just stick it down and then fold it. How about that? But what I need to do is check and make sure that this is going to cover the dog's going to bed. That's what's going on. He's running the hallway. Yeah, so there we go. That's going to work. All right. So now to get this on here, because it's got this stuff on it, I think I'm going to use Fabri-Tac on this. Just because it's got the that pearlescence on it, and it's a little slicky. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And let's hope that it works. I know I just jumped right into things and showing y'all stuff, but I got a lot to get done in this video, and I wanted to show you all the bits and pieces in that of where I got stuff and this and that, and what I'm going to be using. So that way, if you know, start showing you that straight off the get-go, so that way, you know, if you want to do the same journal, you can, and you just go grab your pieces and stuff. Now, you don't have to go by anything that I show you, because I am not affiliated with any one person on Etsy with products or anything such as that. It's just things that I find it's pretty, and then, you know, if it goes on sale, then yeah, I'll get it, and if it's a good price, then yes, I'll get it. But most of the time, you know, whatever I get is just, you know, I got it on sale most of the time. But with that being said, you do not have to go buy any of this stuff from any of these people if you do not want to. I just show you and tell you where I got it from. So just in case, you know, if you want to work along with me or what have you, then you know exactly where it's at and where to go get it from. And these white envelopes, I got them off of Temu. And you can also get them off of Amazon. I found a whole bunch on Amazon, so I think the next time I get them, I'll buy them from there and buy them in bulk. That way. And I got the white ones because a lot of my fabric is a little bit thinner for the summertime fabrics, and I didn't want the dark envelope showing through. Okay. So now, if you want to put a lace closure on this before you start gluing and putting your placemat stuff down, you need to put your closure somewhere. Like, you know, like before I put this down, if I wanted to put lace like it's coming out from it, I would put the lace, glue it down, then put this over top of it. But I think I'm going to do the hole punch method, you know, like that's why I bought all of those. Now be careful when you're covering your envelope and you cut it, not to cut your envelope open, unless you prefer that you would like to have, you know, a envelope that's open on the top, so you could slide, you know, bigger tags or stuff like that down in it. And you can also always do that if you prefer. This is going to be tricky. It's just a little slim bit right here. I just got to be careful not to cut that. Not to cut the envelope. Now you can leave your cut your envelope open on the side. You can cut it open on the top and have it as a tuck place. That is totally up to you. I'm just using the white envelope as to be covered, and I'll probably use that as pockets in the journal. Now I could take this and just turn it right around and make that pockets there. And go right on along and make me a journal. But, you know, I'm going to be a little extra. Now, I will take and put my corner protectors on it because, you know, it is the wallpaper. And this is Peel and Stick wallpaper from the Dollar Tree. And this is just, you know, a thinner, I'd say probably around 60-ish pounds cardstock. Couldn't be much more than that. Let's just stick you in there for right now. Alright, I'm just making sure that that's on there good. We'll put our corners. So now I want to flip this around this way. Make sure that that is up. And I think I'm going to try to cover it this way here. So this will be my front, and then I can take and put me a butterfly here, hopefully. Because I've got some pretty butterflies that has some blingies and stuff on them I want to put in the middle here. So cover stops here. So that'll be in the middle. So from here to there, yeah, I should be able to put me a really pretty blinged out butterfly there. Okay, so now this, the way this works is it has a crack peel right here. So it's got a little small section that will peel up. You see that? And I'm going to treat this just like it is my double-sided tape, basically. And I'm going to lay this down, make sure it is up the way I want it. Nope, that is not the right side. Or is it? Yep, that is the right side. No, it's not. I don't know. Alright, the plants are going every which way. It's actually supposed to go this way, but we're using it this way, so that's fine and dandy. Alright, then butterflies are going up that way, and that's okay, we're good. Alright, so this will be this side. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm putting it upright and not getting it upside down. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yep, that's good. I'm just checking the ends, making sure I got a little piece right there, but this just cut crooked. That's fine. So now I've got this piece down. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to raise this up right here and start peeling the other piece. If I can get a hold of it with my fingers. Okay, so I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to smooth it. And lay it down on there so that it won't wrinkle up. Hopefully it did not wrinkle. Ooh, yes. Ooh. Look, Kim. My sister Kim found this at the Dollar Tree. Oh, no. When she was up here for my son's wedding, and she come running with it, you know. And she was like, look what I found. Look what I found. And I was like, shut up, I need some more of them. So she went back and found me a couple more of them. But yeah. So this is a Dollar Tree Peel and Stick wallpaper that we're turning into a cover. And let me tell you, this stuff is sticky. Now you can take and you can cut it to size. But I like doing the inside cover first, however you want to do it. And then I'll do the little short side peel and then put it down. Just mainly because I know for myself, sometimes I get a little wonky jawed. Alright, so now I'm going to leave that like that, and I'm going to hold this side here up. I can't cut it that way. I can't see the envelope. it's so sticky that my scissors are wanting to stick to it. So hopefully I can get this cut right here. Because I'm trying to save as much of it as I can. And I'm going to put the back on it. Does that make sense? And put the backing back on it. And I think I'm getting my envelope there, but that's okay. All right. So now see how I did that? I'm just saving that backing piece and sticking it back down on there, and then I'll just cut that piece off. And the reason I'm saving it is because, you know, you can make tags and other things with this. I'm just gluing it back, or sticking it back to that so it doesn't stick to anything else until I get to it. You know what I mean? And then I'll just cut this backer piece off right here. I think that long strip there would make a real pretty belly band on the inside of this. So I may try to do that with it. And I'm just cutting the backer piece away from it. That's all I'm doing at this point in time. Just so it's out of our face. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and continue trying to cut this here straight as I can. We'll see if we can't make that a belly band of some sorts. I think that would be really pretty with the butterflies to make a belly band out of that. Let's see, 8.5. Yeah, we can make us a real pretty belly band with that. And then we'll have us a little small tag. And then if we want to, we can take this piece here and also, you know, do a slim piece or make tags out of that. I think I would cut it in half. What is that? That's 11 inches. I do 4.5 and make me some pretty journal cards out of that to go in my journal. So we'll just put that to the side and we'll work on that later. All right, so now let's check our envelope. Make sure that we got all of our bits. I didn't cut nothing open. I didn't, thank goodness. Whew, I was so worried about that. Okay. So now I'm just taking this and making sure that it is smoothed down. And that envelope, where we closed it, has a little bit of air in it. But when we sealed it up, it's got a little bit of air in it. I'm just going to do some little bit of trim work just on some pieces here. Because I did see this one or a piece right here where I cut the back a little wonky. But there is our journal cover, y'all. Covered up inside and out. Is that not cute? Look how pretty that is. Now, like I say, you can take and you can slit it open at the top, and when you fold it in half, you have, you know, tuck spots here, or you can cut it on the sides and open it, and you have tuck spots on the sides as well. Now that we got it covered, let's see if we can't. Probably gonna try to do the scoreboard on it just to help me fold it, just so I don't mess it up. You know what I'm saying? Because it may want to crinkle and buckle a little bit with this. So we're just going to put it on the scoreboard to help us fold it. And we're going to score it at 6 inches the best we can. Well, can't do it on that, because that's not wanting to score at all. Okay. That's wanting to buckle up. It's wanting to slide. That's going to be difficult. Well, back to the drawing board, I reckon, y'all. Let's just fold it. And put it up against here. Lay this over. Make sure that stays up against the edge. Don't slip and slide on me. And we're just going to fold it. Well, shoot, it done pretty good. I thought the inside would buckle, you know, because it wasn't like slick glued down, and we just put the we just took and put. Now it's gonna pull apart, you know, because we did it tightly flat. So we're gonna have to work this envelope a little bit to get the fibers of the paper and stuff, you know, get it worked in a little bit. And our edges meet up. Oh, we did good. Shoot. We did good. Thank you for letting it work, Jesus. I appreciate that. Especially on camera, because I just knowed I was going to mess this up on camera. I thought I was going to have, you know, my envelope way over here and there. And whew. Sometimes, you know, the sun does shine on the old dog, don't it? All right. So now, that is our journal cover. That would have been a pretty cover, wouldn't it? These butterflies are flying every which way but loose. See, some of them's up, you know, like going down and that. They just flying every which way. Majority of these are going that way, though. But yeah, there is our cover. I'm going to put the corners on it. Get them real quick. I'm going to do a silver. I reckon will do good. Is this any colorways other than silver in here? I don't think so. Yeah, let's just do silver. Because right now that's the ones I got the most of, and that's going to work. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to step right here and get my sewing kit real quick. My wax thread and stuff to sew in my journal. I keep it in there on my storage shelf because I don't need it every day, you know. Because, you know, I started out with this journey of paper crafting and junk journaling, and I was like, oh, I need everything right on top of me. No, you don't, honey. Figure out things that you use every single time you sit down to craft, and that's what you need right at you, you know. And then things that you use, like when you put a journal together, yeah, you're going to use it quite a bit, but do you sew in a journal signature every single day? No. So I mean, you know, that's how it kind of how I kind of determined what, you know, needed to be on top of me at my desk, or right by me, or right around me, or whatever. And most of it was papers and certain stickers and stuff like that I wanted to be right with me. And that's how I got to, you know, some things I put in my storage shelf in my restroom. I've got a big well, it's not big, it's a 3 foot by, I think it's 7 foot tall storage shelf. You know, it has like the wire racks. Got one of them in there. Oh, that's gonna be pretty. Ooh wee, look at that. That's gonna be pretty. Got a little too much glue on it. That's okay though, because we can wipe it off. Ain't gonna hurt a thing. Ooh, I love it. I like that a lot. And then, you know, we're going to poke our holes here and put our, we're going to use our My Scrap Cabin Shop. We're going to use some of her beautiful seam binding. If I can spit the words out today, y'all. So, alright, so I just got to remember to turn this way and not put the things on the wrong ways. Gotta not put them on the wrong ways, knucklehead. That would help. Alright, so while I'm doing this, I want to do a little mention of a lady that found me. She found me by ways of Carrie the Paper Monkey. Because apparently, one day, a few days ago, Carrie over at the Paper Monkey had done a live, and she was sharing channels that she watches and she likes, you know, that just sharing the love basically is what she's doing, and she is just a sweetheart for doing it. And Carrie, honey, I tell you what, I've never talked to you over the phone and messages other than just, you know, commenting here and there on videos, but I tell you one thing, you are the sweetest crafty friend that a lady could have. I'm telling you. Now, she does go above and beyond to make sure that she shares your channel, that she watches you and stuff like that, and people put her on to new channels all the time. And she is part of this I won't say new age, but new crafters that you know, we're not bigger channels, you know, but she is established, I should say that. And she is a firm believer of sharing the love and sharing smaller channels. Like I'm a smaller channel, you know. I'm not at 1,000 subscribers yet, but hopefully soon we'll get there. And really, I'm going to be honest with y'all. If you start out on this journey of YouTube just in the purpose of making money, you're in the wrong thing. You're doing it for the wrong reason. I'm just going to let you know that. Because I started this to make friends, crafter friends that are interested in the things I am. Because none of my family is. I mean, my daughter, she likes doing beads and stuff like that. But, you know, she doesn't really do a lot of paper crafting and stuff. Now, she is getting into cross-stitching, which I used to do cross-stitching a long time ago. But when I was her age, I made her a baby quilt. That's what I did the whole 9 months when I was pregnant with her. But anyways, that's getting off the topic. But yes, Miss Carrie the Paper Monkey is just truly, out of the goodness of her heart, shares your channel. She don't even tell you that she does it. She just does it and rolls on with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to find people like that this time and age, you know. And every once in a while, I'll I did cut that. That's all right. We're gonna glue it. I did cut that right there. See where that split? That's okay. But you know what I'm about to do to it? I'm about to glue it up right here. I split my daggum envelope, y'all. Shoot. That's okay. We just gonna glue it back together. I ain't gonna fuss about that. There you go. Just hold yourself together there for a minute, envelope. You'll be all right. So anyways, back to the topic that I was talking about. So there's a nice lady. Her name is Melissa Hargrove. Melissa Hargrove. She left me a comment on one of my videos at the end of last week and said that she was a new subscriber and she had came to me through Miss Carrie. And I said, oh, bless her. She's just a sweet friend. And so then, you know, like you know, anybody that comments that has, you know, like a face or whatever, like a little icon, I'll check and see if they have a YouTube channel. If they do, I'll go subscribe to them, you know, just nicely returning subscribers. You know what I'm saying? That's how you grow. That's how you meet friends and, you know, interact and all of this and that. So, but her channel is Thrifty Vintage Market, Melissa Hargrove. So, if you would, go check her out. I watched a couple of her videos, and she was doing like some thrifty hauls and stuff like that. The one I watched didn't have any sound on it, so I don't know, honey, if Miss Melissa, if you do videos with sound or not, because I saw the comment and I flipped over and I was like, oh, hush up. So I subscribed on my filming channel, and I also subscribed to you on my personal channel. And my personal channel is what I started off with, and I watch, you know, I've got just crazy amounts of, I'm subscribed to crazy amounts of YouTubers on that channel. But my filming channel, I have not caught up with the list of crafty subscribers. So a lot of times, like today, I was watching Carrie's video that she had made mention of. It came across my Up Next feed at work. And I said, well, that must have been the video that Miss Melissa came across me on from Carrie. And I'll tell y'all, it is such a blessing to have fellow crafters that, you know, I mean, you know, she works too, Miss Carrie does. Now, I don't know much about Miss Melissa. I just have recently have been introduced to her by ways of commenting and her coming to me from Carrie. And thank you so much for subscribing, Melissa. And I welcome you. I hope that you like some of what you see here. And I will be catching up on some of your videos. And she's fixing to open Etsy shop, y'all. Miss Melissa is. So keep your eyes out for that. So she goes and does, you know, the thrifting and all of that with the, you know, all the old lacy stuff that we like. You know what I'm saying? Laces and fabrics and things. That's what the video I watched she had was like her latest haul thing. And I know I'm a babbling, but I just wanted to show appreciation to fellow crafters that be like, hey, go check this crackhead out. No, just saying. Because some days, you know, you watch my channel and you're just like, is she okay? And some days, you know, I'm like, I'm on it. And some days I'm just like, why am I even making videos? I mean, really, to myself, I'll say that. And I know y'all say it. Like, phew, I could have missed that video today and just went on fine about my life. But, yeah. And I get really frustrated because, you know, my hands hurt really bad. And they just don't work like they used to. They really don't. And a lot of it is old age, carpal tunnel, sports injuries. I broke my right arm. I think, yeah, I broke this arm like 6 times. I broke this one like 3. No, 2. I sprained it 3. This one I broke, and broken 6 at different places. Here, up here, you know, just the bottom bone, the top bone. I mean, you know, and you can see it's deformed right here. If you can see how it, yeah, it's got a natural dent. But anyways, and that's all just, you know, sports injuries. And then twisted knees and broke ankles and blew out kneecaps and ankles. And I mean, just wished I had never, ever played any kind of sport whatsoever now that I'm old. Well, not old, I'm 50, but, you know, whatever, that's old. Back when I used to play the sports, 50 was old. I was like, shoo. All right, so I'm using my mat here. I'm going to do half of that is going to be right about in here. 4.5. But yes, Miss Carrie is a lovely lady. She is so sweet. And I love the way she goes, y'all. I love that. It just tickles me to death every time I hear her say that. And she says it quite a bit on her videos. And I'll just be watching her at work and just start cackling and laughing and giggling. And I was like, y'all. But, and she is from, she's from Louisiana. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Melissa, I think you are in North Carolina, right? Because I'm in North Carolina. I think I saw that somewhere on your channel. It was something North Carolina. I'm thinking. I may be thinking wrong, but yeah. So we made us a new crafty friend from Carrie's channel this week. Probably a few more. I haven't been on the laptop in a couple of months because it'll show you on like on the app thing, you know, that you have new subscribers or whatever, but sometimes you'll have to go on like the physical website of YouTube and it'll tell you names of people sometimes of like who your new subscribers are. But thank you all so much for subscribing to my channel, and thank you all so much for sending people my way. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully I won't get you cussed out because you sent somebody over here and they're like, that woman don't have a clue what she's doing. What'd you tell me about her for? But, you know, some days, not every day is a, you know, you can't do great things every day. You just can't. And you know, and that's just the way it is in the crafty world. Now, I shot a video the other night that I was going to put up for Saturday. And I'm telling you, after I watched that video, I was like, I'm not putting that mess up. I mean, you know, I made a few crafty things and it looked okay. But as far as the value content of the video, it wasn't. I was not feeling well. Because I had that bowl thing under my arm. And I tell you what, that sucker hurt. And I was in some pain. And I mean, every move I made, I was like, phew. And you could hear me do that on video. And I was like, yeah, I'm not posting that. I'm not going to do that. And I didn't say any wordy words, but I felt like saying a bunch. I sure did feel like saying a bunch. Oh, yes, ma'am. Shut your face. Look at that. Ooh-wee. That's so pretty. I love that. Oh, that's going to look good. Let's get that sucker sewed in there right quick, like. Let's hurry up and get that done. Alright, now I gotta move my stuff around. Got my cutter boards all discombobulated. But yeah, welcome to the Crazy Town videos, where I call myself all kinds of names: knucklehead, crackhead, you big dummy, you know, stuff like that. And it's all out of love, and a lot of it is, you know, I'm like, oh, you should have knew better to do that. What'd you do that for? You know. But you know, we all know we are our own worst critics when it comes to our creativity and stuff like that. So I'm just so appreciative that other people like some of the crafty things that I do. And I did start my channel. I started to tell y'all about that. I did start my channel because, you know, it keeps, because I have all these paper items, and I used to make mini albums, and I still do, you know, for occasions for my my granddaughter's occasions, like birthdays, Easter, you know, Halloween and stuff like that. Because, you know, she likes crafting herself. She loves anything crafty. It doesn't matter what it is. Paper crafting, beads. She's into making keychains and bracelets right now. So, and then, you know, like I said, I have carpal tunnel and arthritis. And apparently I'm getting the gout, you know. And then you see how, like, my knuckles are starting to get deformed. And I'll have really bad swollen up red places in between my fingers and stuff like that. The calluses are from where I count money at work, so don't even worry about that. But, because my money counter thing, I don't like using it because it miscounted an old 100 for a 20 one day. And ever since then, I won't use it. So, but yeah, with all that being said, you know, I do things a little different, that I found it's a little easier for me to craft with the way my hands are. And so sometimes, you know, my hands hurt really, really bad. I can't, you know, they get swollen up. I can't even hardly pinch them together and junk like that. And it gets irritating. Really, really irritating. And sometimes it carries through over in my videos, and I am sorry for that. Let's see. Should we put that one first? Yeah, let's do that one first. I don't, you know, I don't want the post lamp thing. Alright, we're just going to switch these out and put this one here first. And it's fine because that's got pink in it, and that'll go with that too. Yeah, buddy. Okay. I just want the butterfly first. You see what I'm saying? Okie dokie. I'm glad we all agreed on that. And so basically I just went through and found me some lacy pages that I thought would be pretty in this bright, vibrant butterfly and lace kit. And I was like, well, I think that's going to work. So that's what I did. And I just tried to find, you know, like one of all the colors is what I was going for. Alrighty, so now we're ready to sew this sucker together. Let me set that underneath that right quick. Get this box going here. Ooh, I ain't even thought about what color I wanted to sew it with. Now these here I found on Amazon, and it is wax thread, and I just put colored wax thread. That's what I hunted for, and it come up with these, and there was 2 or 3 different sets on there, and I just picked out the one that had the most colors in it because I wanted to, you know, all the colors to match any and everything that I could possibly want to sew together. I think I might do that one. I think that would match the outside better. Let's see what the inside's looking like. Give me that. Yeah, that's going to show up too much there, ain't it? Now, see, that purple would match really good. Not that dark one. That dark one would, but it would show up really... Well, it's okay. Trying to find something that's going to match in the middle and not be too much outside. Ooh, look. Let's do... Now, this is where I get into a dilemma. Now, see, this is going to be okay here, and it's going to be light enough on the outside that I don't think it's going to draw attention to it. Does that make sense? That really pale baby pink there. Let's do that one. Let's do that. Okay, let's get all the crunch mess over here on my face. All right. 1, 2, 3, and a little bit because I like to put charms on here. And I bought me some of the little keys charms to put on because when I was growing up, I always had these little hardback diaries that had the little lock and key on it. And I said that would be cute to put on as dangles, you know, it's the little key, like it's the key to your diary. And so I always had those when I was growing up. It was like the little diary that had the lock and a little key on it. And I was like, yep, I'm going to do that. So I found me some on Amazon. It was like $4 for like, I think like 100 of them. Different. It was assorted metal colors. Okay, so now we need to get this straightened up again because I done messed it up. I'm going to mess that all up. Make sure my pages are upright and my journal is upright. Let's get this sucker in here about as even as we can get it. I would like it to be a little bit more on the bottom. I don't really care about that on this one because if it sticks stuff out the top, that's fine. So let's do that right there. All right, let's go on ahead. Get my clips on it the best that I can without tearing it up. How about that? So always start on one side. Then I'll flip it over and do the opposite side. I learned this from Gail Augustinelli, so it's not my original thought. Which most nowadays, you know, if you're new to this, a whole lot of it's not your original thought. Because we all share and craft lift off of each other. Now, when I do a craft lift, or when I see, whoopsie, someone do something that I'm like, oh, I hadn't done that in a while, or oh, I hadn't tried that. So I'll try it, and I'll make some. Now, like the Gail Augustinelli, I watch her. Like, I don't care if what it is. Most of the time, like her mixed media things. Some things I don't watch because I'm not into the what's all that the paste and stuff like that. I'm just not into that. It's messy. Oh, goodness gracious. And for right now, no, I'm not into all of that type of stuff. All the inks and all of that stuff. Because for one, I really don't have, you know, anywhere to store a lot of that stuff. Because, you know, my craft room is half of my bedroom. So, and I just don't like my hands getting dirty. I just don't. So that is another reason why I don't like a whole lot of mixed media type things. And to me, mixed media type things, you know, which I know the definition of it is, you know, all kinds of stuff. But to me, it's like, you know, paints, gel prints, the paste and stuff like that. I don't, you know, anything that's going to make me messy, I don't like. So, I mean, you know. And at Christmas, I went crazy and went and bought a bunch of glitter. And I used it a few times on some things. And haven't used it since. But just because, you know, it's not Christmas time yet. But I would like to get my that kit that I showed in yesterday's video. I think that would be really, really pretty to take and especially on those the ones that have like the ornaments on it. I think that would be really pretty to take and put the gold glitter on them. All right, so I'm not holding it tight. There we go. I let it loose with my fingers and didn't hold it tight. That's what happened. That one was a little loosey-goosey on me. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. And so, see, the pink, the real light pink, kind of matches that butterfly that's in the middle. And then I don't think it's going to deter from the outside either. Not as much as that purple would had. Oh, yeah, see, you can barely even see that. Yes, ma'am. All right. This is so pretty, y'all. I mean, I seen the kit, and I knew I had it, but I couldn't remember if I had printed it or downloaded it. And, you know, of course, I did not download it or print it, either one. So, you know, here we are. Okie doke. So now let's pack all this up. So I just got me a box that has a book journal making kit. And I just use this to poke holes in it. Oh, yes, ma'am. There we go. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. All right. Now, what color? Let me see. I'm going to pull out a purple color. Yeah, let's do this here with yonder. See? Shut your face. I think that'll match perfect. It's got different colors of purple in it. Why not? Let's do that. Heck yes, we are. Which, you know, we could have put blue and this and that and other, but the purple matches with that butterflies on the top. Now I just got to find the end of it. Got to find the end of you. Where you at? I'll wind up unraveling all of these and putting them in baggies. You watch. I know I will. And this is lavender. And again, this came from my scrap cabin shop. And it's her, Miss Erin over there is a nice, lovely lady. And she sends you a nice card and tells you thank you. Alrighty, so now I'm just going to do this and double it up. That's all I'm doing. Well, I said I was. I said I was. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're working. Now it's working. Okay. Okie doke. Because this is going to be a fat one. Y'all know that. Because it's too pretty not to be. It's too pretty not to load it up with stuff. Oh. It was on the bottom tray of my little pushy cart. That's why I was like, ugh. I'm having to bend over. Too fat and old for that. My back's killing me today. It's supposed to be raining in our area. And y'all, the back and the feet and the hands and all is already acting up. Just let me tell you. Already on the act up because of the rain coming tomorrow. And you know, of course it's going to, because it's the 4th of July this week. So yeah, it's gonna rain all week, which is a good thing. So hopefully they'll be able to shoot off fireworks in our area this year. So as if it don't rain a whole bunch, like it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow in our area. So hopefully that'll be enough, you know, soaking in the rain and the wet for us to be able to shoot fireworks at our fairgrounds here. Oh, yes, ma'am. Oh, that's so pretty. I love it already. I ain't got nothing put in it but just the pages. Hush up. That's going to be cute. Shut your faces. Now, it's going to be, you know, about 3 times as big as that when I get done with it. Y'all know that. Yes, ma'am. I love it. How long have I been on here admiring my own work? Almost an hour. Shoot, we done a lot today. See what I said? So we did a whole bunch today. And I'm going to take all of my stuff here. And these I probably need to cut out. I'm just going to cut them on the cutter. I ain't trying to run them through that fussy cut machine tonight. I don't feel like it. So I'm going to put all my stuff in here for now. That is just so pretty. That's front and back. I'm going to put that up here as we'll need to use that on something. We need to put that in a journal somewhere. Okie dokie. So, yeah, them needs to be cut up. But there is our journal with their signature in it. Oh, and it feels good. I mean, like that's smooth and stuff. Ooh, I like it. I don't think I'm going to put anything on it. I'm just double checking because you know what I think? No, they're going all which ways. Because I was like, did I really put that on upside down? Not really, because that's going every which way. This was actually supposed to have been the front, wasn't it? Oh, me. Yeah, that was supposed to be in the front, but that's okay. They're flying every which way, so it don't really matter. They going every which way but loose. Yeah, see in here, even they're going up and down. Yeah, see, they're going every which ways. That's okay, ain't it? But I am noticing that the majority of them are going that way. So it may be upside down. I don't think it is, though. Let's look. Yeah, because see, these are going this way. That's going that. I mean, it don't matter. They're going every which way. So it's fine. That's pretty, though, with that on the front. I love that. Oh, and the back matches up good, too. I'm proud of myself with the color matches and stuff in that. That's really pretty. It's really bright and pretty. That would have been really good to done early in the springtime, you know, when you're just coming out of the winter works. with all the gloom and doom of cold of winter. That would be a good fun spring. But okay, we're doing it now. Alrighty, I'm going to get off here for today. Thank you so much. Welcome to all the new subscribers. And please tell Carrie thank you for sending people over here. And go check out Thrifty Vintage Market, Melissa Hargrove. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good day.